Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. I was going to wait to the end to sit there and say this, but screw it. This episode for Friday felt like it was so filler. Like, nothing of importance really happened. Um, something kind of happened towards the end, but throughout this whole episode, it just seems like it's nothing of importance really matters. Um, Take, for example, Sasha finding out from Cody that Gladys sold the garage. So what happens? She goes down there, she talks to Gladys, and Gladys turns this whole thing around as far as why she sold the garage. Even when Sonny was sitting there grilling Gladys about is Sasha okay with selling this garage or whatever. And he wanted answers. He was getting impatient. But then he was like, oh well, I got a meeting, so if everything's cool and she's not pressuring you, I can help you if you need. But yeah, I got something to do, so I'm just gonna head out. And for a hot minute, it's like we saw a glimpse of the old Sonny. When Sonny was like, "Listen, I'm sorry to lose my patience. You gonna tell me now, or are we gonna have some issues?" And then it's like a flicker of light, it was just gone. Um, because she didn't really give up anything. And again, when Sasha confronted Gladys about it, she turned the whole thing around and played victim. Oh well, I did it because I needed to, get rid of the garage. This way, people won't sit there and keep asking me and having Bill people sit there and come up and people calling me and asking me about Brando and talking about Brando, and it was just really painful. So I had to sit there and do it. And I know that you hate me, and it was just like right then and there, it was like, wow. You know what? To be honest, I expect this from Gladys. Gladys is the type of person that has been doing stuff like this her entire life. So, in all reality, when I saw Sasha was about to confront Gladys, it was like, you know what? Given how this woman operates, this is the first of many times that she's done things around like that. She's done things that turned it around where she plays the victim or, woe is me and this, that, and the third. Now, I'm not saying that those feelings and everything like that weren't entirely there, but come on. She knew that she was wrong. She didn't sit there and say why she did what she did. She just lied to her and tried to make it seem like it was about her. But again, what do you expect from Gladys? Really? Ava and Nina talk, and they start talking about the FCC. And Ava puts it together that, you know, um, given the information from Nina as far as Sonny and, them, Carly and Drew being in trouble and stuff like that, if everything got out. Long story short, she pretty much kind of discovered that Drew and Carly can go to jail for a very long time if they get caught. Now, it's funny. Drew and Carly, right? Pretty sure Michael was a part of this whole thing, but I guess we're just going to sit there and act like, nah, it's cool. He wasn't really involved in that whole thing. And of course, even if it really comes down to it, they're going to sit there and shield Michael anyway. So it's somewhat of a non factor. The question is, Ava was like, the question is, you got the knowledge. What are you going to do about it? Now, in some ways, I feel like they're going to kind of, I don't want to sit there and say they wrote this up into a corner, but let's think about this for a minute. So, Nina decides to tell the FCC about Carly and Drew. First of all, she doesn't exactly have any proof, but it causes them to sit there and look into this whole thing. She loses Sonny. She loses whatever chance she had with Willow. So, does the revenge out? You know what I'm saying? Does the reward? You know what I'm saying? Does the revenge outweigh her relationship that she can have with Willow, that she can have with Wiley, that she can have with Sonny? I mean, is she really that hell bent on destroying Carly's life to a point where it's going to be a detriment to her own life? You know, that's the question. Unfortunately, in some ways, that was kind of the highlights of the episode. But I will talk about another highlight though. Dex, after talking with Joss, heads to Sonny's, heads to the Metro Court to talk to Sonny. And Sonny was like, the reason why I didn't want you in the pikeman, in the pikeman conversations, because if things get screwed up, you know, I won't have to sit there and blame you for it. But he does take him to the warehouse so he can sit there and kind of like, surveillance the whole thing and make sure that there's no weak points and stuff like that. Just this way everyone can be, well, pretty much by everyone, I mean like Sonny and his crew to sit there and be safe. So they get to the warehouse and Dex spots a sniper. And he pushes Sonny out the way, whatever, so this way he doesn't get shot. Now, my whole thing is the way he spotted it, there's one or two things. Well, we'll sit there and say, my theory is that Dex set up that whole hit. He set up that whole thing so this way he can play the hero, this way he can get more closer to Sonny. That's what I'm guessing. That is what I'm guessing. I can't really think of, unless Pikeman is just going to sit there and decide to double cross him, I don't really see a point of somebody just randomly decide to sit there and take a shot at Sonny. So I think it's something that was set up by Dex. But of course, that would be kind of. I know Michael's a planner, but like, would he have planned for them to go to the warehouse this way they could sit there and Sonny could sit there and get shot at and stuff like that, and Dex could sit there and save his life. So I'm wondering about that. But that did set up a good cliffhanger Friday. That part did. So Maxie comes to the Quartermains to sit there and pretty much get some money. And while she's not there, I, never mind, I'm not going to say that. It wasn't anything dirty or anything like that, but it was a joke that just really wouldn't work. But anyway, while she's doing that, Drew comes over to talk to Ned about him bowing out of ELQ, just running Aurora Media, and just getting control back of ELQ. Work with the family, this, that, and the third. In reality, he just wants to make sure that Ned does not turn in him and Carly to the FCC. So this is his way of pacifying him after leaving Carly's place. Now, while that's going on, again, Maxie Smithy trying to get Michael, to donate, which he does. Of course, he does it every year, but also to be part of the planning committee. And at first, Michael's like, I don't really know. It's just, I've got a lot of stuff going on. And, Willow's like, no, just do it, just do it, just do it. And he makes a bunch of excuses, and Willow's like, no, this could work out, that could work out, that could work out. And Max is like, okay, cool. So when you're out of excuses, let me know. So Michael begrudgingly does it because it's not so much the excuse. It's not so much those are the real reasons why. It's because he wants to sit there and make sure that he takes down Sonny at all costs. Come hell or high water at this point. Josh has a conversation with Carly about Dex getting out the mob, and Carly's like, "Well, here's the thing. Most people wish they want to get out the mob or whatever, but few people do. And if they try, they usually end up dead." Because there's one point where Carly pretty much is like, "Well, what's the plan? How does he plan on getting out?" Of course, Josh doesn't say anything because Josh knows if she says, what the plan is, Carly's going to be 100% absolutely not. They share kids together. That's not going to happen. So she is not going to be, she wouldn't be happy about that. Which, when everything comes to light, she's still not going to be mad. She's still not going to be happy with Josh. And of course, when Nina decides to do what she does, Sonny's not going to be happy. Willow's not going to be happy. She won't, whatever chances she was they're trying to get to see Wiley, that's going to be flushed down the toilet. So, yeah. Oh, Cody and Mac bond over beer, horses, and talking about Ryan. But there is one point where Cody goes to go get some more beer. I guess it's some sort of Australia drink or whatever. And While Mac is sitting down, he notices there's a piece of paper. That piece of paper is the paternity test between Cody and Mac. And for some odd reason, he just decided to leave it in the barn, on the ground, not like in a desk or anything like that. Not any, you know what I'm saying? Something that's like super important. Um, you would think that you would store it anywhere else except, oh, where's that piece of paper? Oh, now it's on the floor somewhere. Well, I found it. Like, bro, I feel like, I mean, granted, have known to be, I have been known to be a very, how they say, messy Marvin. I don't know who actually thought of that term, but anyway, I've been known to be messy. Okay, only in recent years, later years, later year or so, have I been a lot more organized. But I'm like, bro, come on. Even I know that important papers, you don't just leave it all willy nilly. So I don't understand what he's doing. But of course, Max finds it, he picks it up, and Cody's just they're just looking like he's going to be sweating bullets. Um, I don't. I mean, granted, it is a bit of a good cliffhanger, but to be honest, I don't think that. I think that Cody's going to sit there and try to stop him in time. He's not going to be able to look at it. But at this point, I don't even understand why he's keeping a secret. Before, I understood with the whole Ice Princess, but since that's been destroyed, or so he thought, so he thinks, there's really no reason why to sit there and keep that secret. You know, there really isn't. They're bonding, they're having a good time, they're talking about horses, they're talking about Bear and Ryan Chamberlain, and just how Mac is feeling, very conflicted because, killing Ryan is one thing, but apparently him and Kevin are best friends. Didn't know that. But, Kevin is his brother, and he feels bad about that, but, he's very conflicted. So it's not just an average day at work, or just, doing your job. Um, Yeah, I feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that happened. Really can't. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's pretty much about it. Um, it was interesting parts in the episode. I would sit there and say I wouldn't sit there and say it's a total dumpster fire, but it was parts that worked. It was parts that didn't work. Um, I'll say that much. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.